Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Netta, aka Netta Ave Maria. In today's video, we're going to be talking about the new Sephora credit card program. I feel like this credit card program is so long overdue. I mean, Ulta has had a credit card program for a while now. So when I heard that Sephora had finally brought on a credit card program for their beauties, I was like, finally, it's about time, Sephora. So that's what this video is going to be about. I'm going to give you all the TNT, or should I say tea and talk. The T will be some details about the program, benefits that come with it, and then talk will be pros and cons, should you apply, and then will I be applying for the program. So if this is your first time finding your way to my channel, welcome. I'm so glad to have you here. And if you're one of my returning subscribers, welcome back. I appreciate you so much for the support that you guys show me on my channel. If you're not subscribed, why? I mean, I'm just saying. You know what? I'm going to do something to help you out there. I am going to leave a subscribe button right here at the end of this video, and then if you have nothing to do with your weekend and you just need some stuff to do, and you know you're on YouTube, hey, I'll leave another video right here that you can watch. Okay. All right, well, without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into the video. So I did take some notes here, guys, so that I can talk about it with you guys as far as the program goes. Okay, so as an initial first time discount, you get 15% on your first Sephora purchase when you open and use your Sephora credit card. Now there are two credit card options, so you can get the Sephora credit card or you could get the Sephora Visa credit card. So there are two that you could get, and when you get those cards and you use them for the first time, you do get an initial 15% discount. So I think that's pretty good. I mean, 15% off can make a very big difference in the world of makeup and skincare and all that. You can earn 4% back towards a Sephora credit card reward when you use either card. So whether you have the Sephora credit card or the Sephora Visa credit card, you can get 4% back towards a reward when you use that card. Okay. Then specifically to the Sephora Visa credit card, you can get 1% towards a reward when you use that card outside of Sephora. So what that says to me is that I can earn 1% towards a reward, and I can take my Sephora credit card and shop at Ulta and get rewards. Like, that's pretty cool. I like that. I do like that. And then you can earn $20 as a Sephora credit card reward when you use your Sephora Visa credit card to spend $500 outside of Sephora in the first 90 days from approval. To me, I think that's pretty awesome too, because, well, if I think about all my expenses that I have in a month, for everything that I pay for in cash or using my debit card that's connected with my bank, if I used my Sephora credit card to pay for those and get the $20 cash back, they could be very beneficial to me. And I'm sorry, I don't mean $20 cash back. Let me rephrase my verbiage. $20 towards a Sephora reward. Okay, a Sephora reward, so it's not cash back. But still, if you think about everything that you spend, you know, in 90 days, I mean, gas. In my case, I have kids, so underwear, shoes, socks that them, I guess, magically disappear. Every time I turn around, they're telling me they don't have any socks. So I find myself in Walmart just buying little knickknacks. You know, maybe I need more coffee. Maybe we need more milk. So if you add up all your expenses that you probably spend cash on, or you probably use your bank card to cover in 90 days, then instead of using the cash and instead of using your bank card, you could just use your Sephora card to cover those expenses, and then you get the $20 towards a Sephora reward. So for me, I feel like that's very beneficial. I can't say for you if it would be beneficial, but when I think about everywhere my money goes, when I balance my books and look at my budget, for me, if I'm going to spend cash on it anyway, if I have to purchase it anyway, then using my Sephora credit card for the purchase, right, and then getting the $20 towards a Sephora reward that I could use to get a sample or something, to me that sounds really good. Okay, so then the other benefits that I have here are specific to the Sephora Visa credit card program. So under the Sephora Visa credit card program, you have emergency card replacement. So if your card is lost or stolen, they'll send you a new card, and I did not see any fees associated with that, so that's good. You have zero liability under the Sephora Visa credit card. I'm not sure what they mean by zero liability, but however, just like any other credit card, when you receive the card in the mail, they do include a copy of the terms and conditions. And in that terms and conditions, they also have a section where they break down the contractual obligations for you and for the creditor. So if you read that, it should give you more information about the liability piece. Then also, which I found very interesting, is that they have the auto rental coverage and roadside dispatch under the Sephora Visa credit card program. I thought that was pretty cool. I can't say if it's well enough that you could say, for example, if you have rental reimbursement and roadside assistance on your auto insurance policy, I can't say that through the Sephora program you might as well get rid of it on your auto insurance, right? You would definitely want to call perhaps, and it depends on how much are you paying for roadside assistance and rental reimbursement on your auto insurance. And then I did not see a fee for that under this, but then again, it could be fees associated with it. So then in that case, I would do some price matching. If the fee to cover that under the Sephora Visa credit card is cheaper than you paying for it on your auto insurance, then I would definitely get rid of it on my auto insurance. So that's just me, and I thought that was pretty cool. And then also they have tap to pay under the Sephora Visa credit card. So that means you don't have to swipe or insert your card if it has a chip. You just tap it and it's paid. So that's pretty cool too. So in addition to the credit card rewards that come with the credit card and all these awesome goodies, you do still get the Beauty Insider benefits. So say, for example, I am a Rouge member with Sephora. If you're not currently a Beauty Insider, that's perfectly fine, because you're automatically enrolled as a Beauty Insider when you apply for the Sephora credit card program. So I think that's pretty cool too. One thing I wanted to note, because I have not applied or received a card yet, and actually they're not issuing cards just yet. They're actually just in the process of accepting applications, if I could talk. Right now they're only in the process of accepting applications and then working on approvals and then issuing cards. So one thing I noticed when I was buying a few new skincare products is that when I was checking out, I got like this message in red saying that I needed to edit my payment method to use my Sephora credit card in order to use my rewards. And I was like, so what are you saying? Are you saying I have to have the credit card in order for me to use my reward? Like, what if I don't want a credit card? Like, what if that's not something I want to do? So I can't use my rewards that I've spent all this money for. I got like 4,000 rewards points. And so I called Sephora to get some tea about it and spoke to a beautiful representative, really sweet. And what she was telling me is that that's not what that means. That message is just there to alert us, the consumers, that Sephora does in fact now have a credit card program. So you can still use your rewards that you have. It's just that it's letting you know that, hey, Sephora has credit cards now. So I was like, oh, okay. So I did want to share that with you guys. Okay, so pros and cons. The pros, I feel like, are spelled out for you. I mean, the emergency card replacement, the initial 15% discount on the purchase when you use the card, the I think it was 1% cash back. What was it? Sorry guys, let me go back to my notes. The 1% that you get towards a reward when you use the card outside of Sephora, the Visa credit card outside of Sephora, and then the 4% back towards a Sephora credit card reward, regardless. So that's 15% discount initially, and then that's 4% towards a reward when you use either the Sephora credit card or the Sephora Visa credit card, and then 1% towards a Sephora reward when you use the Visa credit card outside of Sephora. And then you earn $20 when you spend $500 in the first 90 days outside of Sephora, and I'm guessing that means the app too, and online. I think that's really great. The benefits are really great. I mean, the emergency car replacement, the auto rental coverage, and the auto dispatch. I think that's all really good stuff. The only cons I could see are the cons that you would get when you have a credit card anyway. So I could see very easily a kind of keeping up with the Joneses, going into debt, trying to have makeup and purchase makeup or skincare, whatever the case may be, happening very easily with owning and possessing a credit card. But that's when you own and possess any credit card, really. So you just want to make sure that you're keeping a tight watch on your budget, because, well, there are new product launches all the time, and all the time there's like this new lipstick, this new eyeshadow palette, this new this new that. You need this, go get it. And sometimes we don't always have the money to get that stuff, right? And so I think a word of precaution that I would say is not using a credit card to supplement your income, okay? If you're using credit cards to supplement income so that you can afford to buy makeup, I think that's like really, that could end up really bad, and then you could end up going into debt, maxing out your card, being over the limit because you really, really, really wanted to try that new eyeshadow palette or foundation or mascara, whatever the case may be, that you really couldn't afford. And then, of course, credit is credit. You have to pay it back. Then when it comes time to pay it back, you can't pay it back. So I feel like that's the only con, just making sure financially you are disciplined and making sure that you're budgeting your money well so that you can prevent going into debt with having a beauty credit card, okay? But then again, that's really any credit card, and that's just, loans, that's anything that has to do with finance. Just making sure that you can actually afford what you're doing and not using the credit card to supplement your income. Now, some people may know this and some people might not know this, so I'm going to throw it out there because it's my experience that I have had that I like to share for you guys. If you find yourself wanting new eyeshadow, wanting new makeup, wanting this stuff, and perhaps you don't have the money for it, but you really, really want to try it. I would pick up overtime at work all the time. And I still do that. If there's a new product, a new foundation that I really want to try, I really want to review for you guys, I'll pick up some extra hours at work. Now I'm in a position where I can pick up some extra clients to do makeup. It's prom season, so I might get off from my day job, and I'm packing my bag and going right over to clients' houses to do their makeup for them, and I'll book them up because I need the extra dough so that I can afford to go and buy the makeup. So that might be obvious for some, but I feel like in these United States, credit counseling is not something that is really known about or really talked about a lot because finances are very much personal. But I will be the one to tell you right here on YouTube, on a makeup beauty channel, that if you look at your budget and you can't afford it, credit is okay. It's okay to use credit, but you just want to make sure you're able to pay it back because ultimately you have to pay it back. All right, so that's the only con I can see. Will I be applying for the Sephora credit card? Yes, indeed I will. It's beneficial for me to apply for it because I spend the money on makeup anyway. So, I feel like I'm going to use it as a tool to build my credit even further. I'm already spending the money on makeup, so now I can just use the credit card, buy the products that I want, and then take the money that I would have spent to buy them in cash or using my bank card and just pay off that balance. And it's a win-win situation. So I'm definitely going to go ahead and apply, and I can't wait to start shopping and getting my rewards. And so yeah, that's pretty much it. Should you buy it? Well, I'm not buy it, but should you apply? Should I recommend that you apply? I can't. That is something that I cannot recommend or not recommend. Tell you that you should or should not do. I'll definitely say look at your budget and make sure that you can look at how much you spend on makeup to see if it's really worth it. If you're not a makeup junkie or makeup addict, if makeup is not really a part of your job, and it's something you just like to wear, maybe like one thing of foundation is your go-to, one eyeshadow that's good for you, maybe 2 tubes of lipstick to give you some variety that you wear to work, then having a Sephora credit card for that probably wouldn't be beneficial to you. So those are my thoughts about the new Sephora credit card. There's some tea for you about the program. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you apply, let me know, and tell me your thoughts. If you guys are excited that Sephora is finally do this, let me know, comment below. So that's it for today's video, guys. I really hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you next time. Bye.